Number 91 in the Imprint range from 1999, a great year of film, is Stir of Echoes starring Kevin Bacon. Directed by David Koepp. This is one of those kind of supernatural thrillers which I watched back in the day and I loved, and it was great revisiting. We get the main character of Tom, played by Kevin Bacon, a kind of cynical man. Let's not beat around the bush. He's a bit of a dick at the start of this one, discovering his wife's pregnant through his sister-in-law, who is a little bit psychic, and he just doesn't like her.
And you told her before you told me.
She's a witch. She took one look at me and guessed. Say something.
Bummer.
He's not really overly happy about that. He doesn't even put on a brave face and try to pretend at the start. He's a character that had these big aspirations of being a musical prodigy, but that never quite arrived. He's got a child, he's got a wife, he has a job and responsibilities, and it's him coming to terms with that life that has kind of bypassed him.
Does it hurt to be dead?
His son's a little bit weird. In the opening scene we see him talking to an imaginary friend, and it's revealed that he's talking to a dead person. And that'll become prominent all the way through the film. But when they're having a party, the sister-in-law is over. Tom, being that dickish guy that he is taunting and prodding her, making fun of her beliefs, demanding that she hypnotize him. And we see him being hypnotized, cut to him waking up, obviously being deep under, and everybody kind of laughing at him and feeling out of sorts. And from then on, Tom starts to have these visions of a dead girl trying to communicate with him, and he just cannot let go of it. There is an obsession eating itself into his psyche, and he has to keep going to kind of solve what's happening. You can kind of tell mostly where the movie's going to go and who the perpetrators of the film are, but I would say that Kevin Bacon gives a great performance. He really plays that kind of guy perfectly, you know, the kind of self-centered, always focused on him, not really thinking about anybody else, and just pushing forward. The obsessive compulsive type, as he latches onto this and refuses to let go. There are some wonderful moments where there's almost like a lucidity coming into the character. He's driven, he's focused, he's starting to do things like dig up the back garden looking for bodies, and he kind of fights with his wife about this, and as she goes away to a family gathering, he kind of talks to her on the phone and pretends like everything is normal. Yeah, I'm not digging up, it's gone, it's you know, it's silly, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, we can see the complete disarray the house is in because he's just wrecking the place. It's a great performance and it's a great story. It's a great kind of whodunit, and it's got some horribly icky moments in it as well. Just wince-inducing, eyes shut, I can't look at that, it's horrible kind of sequences as we see flashbacks of an attack, as a face is smashed on the floor and a tooth is knocked out, as a fingernail snaps on floorboards. It's that kind of thing that just puts the hairs in the back of my neck up. And ultimately, yeah, away from the gory kind of stuff, which is minimal but really effective, it's a really good mystery at the heart of this one. It's not overly scary. There are some moments that reek of late 90s kind of effects that are in your face and a little bit silly.
So you should hear everything. You want to watch a movie? Oh, I got a book. Well, it shouldn't be any later than midnight.
But I think with Bacon, you get a great performance. You feel that kind of obsession that the character has. You want to figure out what's going on. The way it has some of his nightmarish sequences look back into reality as almost premonitions are terrifically well done and kind of great. And I feel that this is just a really well done thriller that hits all its marks. It's not exceptional, but it doesn't have to be. It tells a good story, does it well, and has some good aha moments, which I think is always great for the viewer. I would love to know your thoughts on Stir of Echoes. Have you seen it? When's the last time you saw it? Is it maybe time for a revisit? Let me know in the comment box your thoughts on the film, whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. There is more content up here where you can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box are links to the Patreon, the membership programme, and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. And I'll see you next time on Man v Film.